Today's headline is a revolutionary sketch. It says, during the Revolutionary War, there was a certain Irishman, a sort of hanger-on about the camp, and also a pet of the officers. Now Pat, true to the character of his countrymen, as a natural consequence, was very fond of praties. Strolling about the country one day in search of his favorite food, he chanced upon a potato patch when he discovered free British soldiers belonging to a detachment of the army lying in the neighborhood of the Americans, busily engaged in stealing potatoes. Pat determined to catch them, and making his approaches to the potato field, he used the strategy of a skillful general, so that he came up upon them unaware, and seized their guns, which were placed by a tree while digging the edibles. He had them completely in his power. "What are ye at there, ye thieving devils? You're stealing the man's praties, are ye? Now away, every mother's son of ye, to the general, or bomb ye's soul, I'll blow holes for ye." So Pat marched them into camp. "Where's the general?" says he to the commanding officer. "Be jabbers, I want to see him." He was conducted to the general. "Well," says he, "Pat, what do you want?" "I've free prisoners, your honor, that I caught stealing praties out beyond." "Free prisoners!" exclaimed the general. "How did you take free men alone?" "Be jabbers, I surrounded them, sir," says Pat. Sometime after the happening of the above incident, Pat procured a pass, and in strolling about the country, stole a couple of turkeys, and was caught carrying them off. He was brought before the commanding general, who informed him that a complaint had been made of his stealing turkeys. "Stealing turkeys, is it?" said Pat. "The Lord bless your honor and long life to ye. I never thought of doing such a thing in all me born days. But here are the turkeys, and this man says that he saw you take them from his premises." "Oh, just be easy, your honor, and I'll tell you all about it, and it's the truth I tell you, sure enough. I took the pass your honor gave me, and I went walking about the country, as I intended in the beginning. And as I was coming back in the night, as quietly and peaceably as ever a man could do. Now your honor knows that you told your honor's men that if they'd be for night in the camp and hear anyone calling them rebel, to bring them along to ye. Very well, but this has nothing to do with stealing turkeys. Just be easy, your honor, and I'll tell you all about it. As I said before, I was coming home as decently as any man, when you old big son of a devil began calling me rebel, rebel, rebel. Be jabbers, says I to him, if ye say that again, I'll take ye to the general. And he was saying it again as fast as he ever could, so I brought him along to ye. This story will do for the big one, but how about the other, says the general. What, the hen, the wee thing? Troth, I brought her for a witness, for fear that the old fellow would deny it. Perhaps it is useless to add that Pat got clear. This story came from the great state of Pennsylvania, being reported in the Jeffersonian of September 7th, 1865. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, then remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.